If you don't know what's going on, basically, Google changed YouTube so that now to comment on a video, you have to link a Google Plus account. So if you don't have one, you have to create a Google Plus account and then link it. And that has led to just chaos in the comments where you can post overly long comments and middle fingers and penises.
What do you think about the new YouTube comment section at the moment? At the moment, it's very broken, and I think everyone loves to point out that it is. But I think eventually they'll figure it out, and hopefully you can actually read comments. That'd be great.
In the blog post announcing this change, Google said that the comments we see are going to be the comments that I care about. Well, I care about those comments, so you failed on that end. Under the new comment system, the top comments are going to be comments from the uploader, comments from other popular personalities, and comments that have generated engaging discussion. Because according to Google, that's what I care about. Not that they asked me or anything. No, Google, what I care about is my viewers, and sometimes great comments are made by normal people and don't get a shit ton of replies. Stop trying to tell us what we want and stop letting your robots decide what is spam. And just let the users decide what comments they want to rise to the top by liking and disliking. Almost every other site does it this way.
Now, someone who has 500,000 subscribers versus someone who has 5 subscribers, to me, they're both the same. When they comment on my videos, I honestly think that they should be treated equally. I don't believe that someone who has a big following should have more of an opinion than someone who doesn't.
So everyone out there that doesn't have over 1 million subscribers, you can go fuck yourself. No one wants to read your comment.
I'm a little bit afraid that because YouTube is picking out sort of the highest, like the top voted comments, either because of the social reach of the person commenting or because they commented earlier and got a lot of thumbs up, that newer comments won't ever get seen.
The product manager at YouTube, whose name is spelled like this, stated, currently you see comments from the last random person to stop by. The new system tries to surface the most meaningful conversation to you. We're trying to shift from comments to meaningful conversations.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Tanaka, but this is YouTube,
Oh,
okay?
yeah, we do news, and most of our conversations end up being about weird stories or how awesome my poster is. This is the equivalent of a student government being run by the most popular kids in school. Just like that, it's awesome!
Yeah. Oh, but the popularity will be determined by your Google Plus account.
Next one is the engaged discussions. This is something that could even encourage trolling. If I was to go onto a video and I wanted to get my discussion put to the top, you know that I'm going to try and do something that's going to rile people up in order to get a lot of feedback on that. That is only a target for trolls rather than trying to dispel them.
Now, let's look at what it's like when I leave a comment on a Vlogbrothers video. John Green is an amazing guy with an amazing idea. That is how I feel about this video, and I post that. I'm posting it, and it is now the most recent comment. Let's look at the top comments, because it's now also the toppest comment. Now, I think that it's the toppest comment because it's my comment, and I'm looking at the comment feed, and so this is what it looks like to me. It's not going to be what it looks like to other people. That's something to take into account. You don't really know where your comment is because it is in a different place for every person, which is weird. The other thing that I wanted to point out here is that the second comment down, for me anyway, is this thing from this company or YouTube channel called Plethrons, and it says make sure to check out our channel for some pretty interesting videos, with 46 upvotes. Now, that to me it's spam. Like, that shouldn't be the most thumbed up comment on this. It should be a good comment about the video, not me, like I got me and all my friends, or I got a bunch of my fake accounts to vote up this comment and spam the video. Like, the whole point of having a new system is that hopefully it will treat spam better and it will do a better job of not promoting spam. But now the second comment is spam.
Some fucking idiot somewhere in Google decided it would be a good idea to let people post links in the YouTube comment section. I have just spent the last hour and a half filling in the new, possibly new, I've never checked before, block bit where you can block certain words from the YouTube comments. Because the top comment on my most recent video was fresh tits with a link. A shortened link. A link that could take you anywhere.
Now, I consider myself a kid-friendly channel. You know, I don't really bring up cuss words often. I don't bring up, like, a lot of sex jokes most of the time. So, it really kind of ticks me off when I get back from Minecon, and I look into the comment section and see gigantic ACII phalluses. And in case you don't know what a phallus is, it's a wingadang, a dinky. A penis, okay? And lots and lots of porn links and lots of spam links. I do know that there are thousands of children that watch my videos, and I know that they might click a link in the comment below, or like comment section below, and, you know, have their childhood kind of, you know, taken aback. And actually, there's another thing. There's this screamer that's been going around that basically can give anyone with epilepsy a seizure. And I really would hate to find out that a kid passed away from clicking a link on one of my videos and getting a seizure. So that's another major reason. So to basically combat the rampant spam links and the penis art, if you can even call it that, on my channel and stuff, I'm going to be removing the comments section, disabling it, not removing, but disabling it until Google can get their act together.
As soon as YouTube made this change, I started seeing this notification on my videos that said, some comments are hidden as they are probably spam. I clicked to review these supposed spam comments only to find out that literally 80% of them were not spam and in fact legitimate comments. That is a problem.
And the first thing that you'll notice is that only some of them have replies enabled on them, and in fact most of them do not. The reason I can't comment on those older comments is because they were made before the before the November 7th switch to the Google Plusification of the YouTube comment system. That's a total freaking bummer, and I don't know how they couldn't fix that problem, but they couldn't.
I have a feeling this one's going to be fixed soon, but as of now, there is no character limit on comments. Now, don't get me wrong, the previous limit was too small and made it really hard to have interesting discussions in the YouTube comments. But unlimited is too much, as shown by the commenter who left the entire script to the movie Braveheart as a comment on the video on the YouTube help channel.
What you have to do is you have to link your YouTube channel with your Google Plus channel. Okay? If you don't, you will not be able to comment on your own YouTube channel.
Google has been trying over and over again for years to convince people to use Google Plus, but the thing is, it doesn't really offer anything that you can't get from another social network. You know, you have Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Vine, Instagram. All those are different. They all each offer something different that the others don't have. Google Plus is at best a Facebook clone, except with less features. So now I have to make this whole new account that I will probably use for nothing except the mere ability to comment on YouTube videos.
To wrap up here, people shouldn't be forced to sign up for something they don't want that isn't even related to the site they're trying to use. I understand they're trying to integrate Google Plus into YouTube, but they really shouldn't do that. Or if they're going to do that, make it an option, not a requirement.
The reason they've done this is to get more people onto Google Plus, and they've done it by force. They've not gone, ooh, these are the advantages of Google Plus. Because they have done that. And people went, there are no advantages there. I get all of that from Twitter/Facebook, and I'm already on Twitter/Facebook. So Google went, oh, okay, you see that other thing you like? Well, you can't have this until you take our thing. You don't have to fucking log into Facebook before you can chat to your mate about a TV show you watch, do you? So, oh, Dave, what did you think of the game last night? I logged into Facebook. No? I can't talk about it. That's the same thing.
Why are you forcing me to use it? You know, even if it does make your site more popular, since you're forcing people to use it, they won't like the site. Like, what's the use in having something that so many people hate or they don't like?
But now one of the co-founders of YouTube is speaking up about how much he hates it. Now, Jawad Karim is the man we're talking about. Not only is he one of the co-founders of YouTube, but he also helped come up with the concept. And he went to YouTube to post a comment about what he hated about this, and he said, why the fuck fuck do I need a Google Plus account? Short and sweet and full of profanity. I fucking love this guy.
As you may have noticed, the inbox link that you use to go check messages and comments is no longer there. At least it's not there for me anymore. Instead, you learn about your new messages and comments through Google+. So as far as I've been able to tell, you can't check them all at once or check old ones. Why? So I apologize in advance if I miss most of your comments, particularly comments on older videos.
Only a third of you I can actually comment on, reply to. If that doesn't change within a week, I'm probably going to have to just delete my channel because I'm not going to put up with this. I did not sign up for Google+. I signed up for YouTube.
For the many people with multiple YouTube channels, you have to create a separate Google Plus account for each one. Why do I need multiple Google Plus accounts? I'm not going to use the first one, much less the extra 3 or 4.
YouTube will not stop asking me and everyone else to use their real name. Every time you say no, they just assume that you were wrong and says, we'll ask again later. They just think you're going to wake up the next morning miraculously and say, you know what, I was wrong yesterday. I want to use my real name on YouTube. They think you're losing sleep over saying no. It's fucking stupid. If you say no, they shouldn't keep asking. They're just waiting for you to slip up and say yes by accident. Then your real name's out there, and you're fucked.
So there's a petition going on that I'm told that the petition is to get Google to switch back to the way YouTube was before Google+. However, if you sign the petition, then they suspend your account.
It got to a point where I seriously considered just not commenting on YouTube videos anymore and not using the site for anything except to just host videos. But the more I think of it, that might be exactly what Google wants. It's become very clear that Google does not want YouTube to be another social network, which is what it was shaping up to be. Pretty much every change that Google has made to YouTube in the past few years, such as adding premium content, getting rid of channel customization, removing video responses, in my opinion are a pretty transparent attempt to make the site less about individuality and interaction, and more about the site being internet TV, probably in an attempt to please the advertisers. Ultimately, I would like to be able to manage and post comments on YouTube, so I went ahead and played their game.
How long until your likes of YouTube videos get posted on Google+? How long until it's mandatory? How long until it becomes a +1? Not a like and a dislike, a +1. How long until that happens? How long until they go, oh, it's convenient to have your subscribers on Google Plus instead of on YouTube? How long until it just gets absorbed? Because that's it, they've got the first bit in now. They've got that first crack, that first little tiny bit in there, and that's where it splits from. That's where they can go. Because do you think they're going to stop? Do you think this is it? Do you think they're going to go, well, we have Google Plus in the YouTube comments, that's exactly how we wanted it. They're not going to go back, are they? Of course not. They're not going to go, oh, well, that was a bad idea. We're going to take that back. It's a shame. There's nothing like YouTube. There is no website that has generated anything like YouTube.
Every other social media site gives you the option to use their services or not. Google Plus is forcing YouTubers to use their site, and it's the crappiest site ever, and it is ruining YouTube, and it's taking away the enjoyment experience of watching YouTube videos, uploading YouTube videos, commenting on YouTube videos. It is taking it away, and it's making me... I'm getting so passionately angry. Every day I log onto my YouTube account, and every day there's something new. I'm not allowed to comment on videos anymore. My subscriptions aren't showing up in my subscription box. My videos aren't showing up in your subscription boxes, and it's all because of Google+. They're trying so hard to make YouTube change and become Facebook or something, which, by the way, is dying, and so that's the worst plan ever. I'm so angry right now.
Look, YouTube, Google, whoever, Google Plus is much, much smaller than YouTube. Don't use it as an anchor to drag down a community that already exists. You're going to lose your community, the same people that you're trying to put on these award shows that you keep doing. Basically, here's what I want you to do. Get it all out. Just make this the worst comment section on YouTube. Just put a bunch of crap down there, overly long comments, just the worst stuff. Just like try to keep the racism out or whatever, but just go. Just have fun and make this a memory of how bad the comment section got.
I'm just sad. I really am. I mean, they're gonna replace a great website with a shit copy of a shit website. That's all they're doing. And I don't know why. Maybe they want to make it a central hub. Maybe everything will be fine and I'm just having a pessimistic moment, which are rare for me. But I really don't see them taking back this Google Plus integration, and I really don't see it stopping.